How's it going, everybody? My name is Chung of the Devin-Vlogs man, and today's video, by the way, well, just wanted to actually come on by and make a video somehow, I said again, if I was kind of bored, then hey, at least I don't kind of make a lot amount of vlogs every other day, like here and there, but hey, at least I can actually still make one right now just for recently. So, as I did said, by the way, is considering the fact that yes, I'm thinking of a different vlog. I'm actually thinking about, whatever I'm actually saying is you know, um, thinking of something else of a different sport that isn't pretty much always about NFL. But hey, at least I only respect about almost top five and top 10 that I consider staying recently. So just remember, as I would pretty much consider recently staying with those teams. And just remember, if my mind is being changed or made up exactly, it means I have to switch another number around. And because if which team is also big, if the other team was biting the baddest exactly for seeing how bad it is, like I said, I'm always a Seahawk fan. I'm just saying as I prefer sticking to that. But whatever I say, if another team is actually not doing that good, let's just say about Houston. Let's just say about about the teams that is pretty much Houston. And then hold on. I'm just gonna pause it or somehow just really gonna pause it for a minute. I'm just saying as I'm gonna pause that on another video or somehow, which I'm gonna totally pause it. So anyway, I'm just gonna pause it and yada yada, and just get to the teams if some of them aren't that good. Just say as if some of them stayed up or down, which that's what I'm gonna consider doing. So it's just telling it what it is exactly. So anyway, let's just hold on. I'm just gonna see the teams I'm gonna look at for a minute. Just gonna look at the teams for a minute. Yeah, so far, yeah, we got the Seahawks, which that was already number one. And hold up, I'm just gonna give me a minute. Yeah, I know. As I said again, it's gonna pretty much be a little stupid. So don't blame me if it was a little stupid. Yeah. So as in for right now, we're gonna consider looking at the teams. So yeah, Seahawks are still doing good, and the Houston's, well, I don't know. As I said again about Houston's, is that well, just want to let you guys know that yes, Houston's are definitely my secondary team. If I have to move them to the third team, just want to let you guys know if Houston doesn't do that good. Well, as I said again, opinions in my mind can change for however exactly for what reason that is, then yes, that reason will stick alone and see however it'll probably be in there. So just remember, if I say Houston's already a good team, which Houston already tried to be a good team, then that's what we're going to find out and see, which we're going to always try, but we're going to always see a different outcome for a lot of different things. So yeah, again, pretty much with Houston, hopefully that Houston does pretty good to be the secondary team right there. So yeah, and also, if Houston tries pretty well to succeed and pretty much in NFL, if Houston ever does try, then I might give respect for that. But if Houston doesn't do that good, then I'm going to say the Saints will do pretty all right. Since, again, I already did say, again, I've always chosen, my top 5 and 10, which I always said that my 1 was Seahawks, 2 was Houston, 3 was New Orleans Saints, which, sorry if I can't always, get the name a little bit right out of it, which I'm always trying to do my best out of it by saying is the Saints exactly, and then yeah, 4 was Dolphins, 5 was Browns, 6 was Colts, 7 was Cowboys, 8 was Jaguars, 9 was Panthers, which, hey, I'm actually giving a little respect for Panthers anyway. Hey, if Panthers actually did lost exactly, then I'm just saying is you know what? What the hell? What the hell? I would actually just give my a little bit of a recent reply by saying is that even if Panthers didn't do that good, the Panthers, which they already tried, which hey, I could actually give a little respect for a team who actually tried to lose a little bit. Like hey, they even came in last. They were even close by near they were even near the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals. Which I have to say that the Cardinals and Panthers were close from a loss streak. They were both in a situation of a W. I mean, they were both in an L and an L. In a big two loss situation. So yeah, I think that's why they were even near to each other by in to begin with. So that's why I actually just stick with the Panthers being my number 9 team. Just saying is my number 9. And then as in for last for 10, I'm gonna say is the Titans. Well, as I said again, some teams are good and some teams aren't bad, which I'm going to say is that some of them I'm going to have to respect or a little bit to give out a take exactly. So, again, that's what I would say for 1 out of 10. So, just remember I'm going to go for 1 out of 10. So, that's just my respect for 5 and 10. Which I'd say again, I hope you guys kind of actually respect for why I actually do say if my mind is already changed about if some teams are always doing a bit good and some of them are bad, then hey, I could still put them at the same number as 1 through 10. But if it's going to be changed to another number, then that's when I'm going to have to swap out another number. So that's what I might have to do if it was an autocorrect. Now, so as I said again, it was just pretty much during around 6 minutes of me explaining about 1 through 10. So if you guys actually like the idea of me having 1 through 10 of my favorite teams, then that's what I actually chose for 5 out of 10 since I've already chose it. I'm always gonna play the smart game. Always play the smart game to know what actually the teams are actually reconsidered being best. Which I say some of them are best, but some of them won't be that good. So as I said again, I've always come by to check it out and see what's going on and see what the whole situation's on about. So again, that's not what we're even talking about in this vlog. In this vlog, we're going to be celebrating my late B day. Which, I mean, if some of you guys do or don't get it exactly, which I actually already made that anyway, so yeah, I actually will say, by the way, that I'm 21 years old. Just to let you guys know, is I'm now 21. Which, I mean, hey, this is actually pretty something worth promising for something like being 21 years old. So, again, everybody, I actually am saying again that I'm actually sticking with Sprite. The reason why I'm going to say Sprite is better is because, Sprite has the greatest drink of all time. Only the soda. I'm talking about the soda kind. Because the reason why I'm sticking with Sprite, because, hey, I mean, why couldn't we go for a good old Sprite? Is by saying is Sprite is delicious. Which I mean, that's what I can respect about Sprite anyway, because I've always drinking their soda. Just try to say is I like Sprite because Sprite's actually been a better drink I have ever been said. And then as in for saying is what's the comparison by saying is which soda's at best? If it was in a rivalry competition by saying is what if something was better by saying is Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Well, the reason I'm going to say is this question is Coca-Cola. Because you want to know why Coca-Cola is better? Because the reason I'm saying that out of this question out of pocket is because Coca-Cola is a better drink. I mean, hey, I actually would rather side with Coca-Cola anyway. Because, I'd say Coca-Cola is a way better, superior drink. Very superior. I've always said that it's always been a bit of a superior choice at mine, which I've always can respect that in mind for having that kind of concept. By saying is that Coca-Cola is the greatest drink to have because, very good drink because that's why I would have that better than Pepsi. So again, that's what I would prefer to do. So I mean, hey, it's sometimes I have to always pick the smartest idea by saying is which one's better by saying is which one hasn't been terrible. So the only thing I'm saying that Coca-Cola isn't terrible is because it's good. Because Coca-Cola, oh yeah, brother, join the Coca-Cola. So, as I'm going to say, by the way, is that, yeah, it's actually going to be another recent thing I'm going to say is that, I prefer having Sprite, because I actually would rather stick with sodas, not beer. Because, I've always would rather been playing the smart game, almost every single time. Not every single time, I've always been a little bit at a different pace by saying is, which one's better. If I have to, situate the two by saying is which is better, by having different standards. And so far, the only standards I'm saying is that Coca-Cola has been superior and pretty bit better at its own way and its finest, which I say is that Coca-Cola is just a better drink. So, if you guys actually do want to say is happy late B-Day, then you guys can say that in the comments and feel free to do so. And I mean, as I said again to let you guys know is that, like I said, I pretty much will not be making vlogs almost let's just say that I will be making vlogs at a different certain time whenever another idea shows up by in the comments by any chance by telling me is like saying is like, to say is like hey, I actually got another idea for you. Like saying is like, how about you make another Devin-Vlog video and just say something on another title name? Which I mean, if I would feel free to do that, then I would feel free to do that. And also, by the way, yeah, I actually would love to show you guys some old stuff, that I've always been pretty much been doing. Like, hey, I actually made another drawing, by the way, just to let you guys know. Like, hey, I'm not always good at drawing. I'm always doing a little bit of like fixing the paper on the drawing. I mean, if it's bad, then just let you guys know it was always a bit bad to say so. And I mean, it was only about another finite games exactly by saying is another finite game. I'm just referring to as finite Sonics. Which, if you guys do not know what finite Sonics means, is that finite Sonics means is that it's a bit of a different way by actually comparing to, the ones who might actually be a little bit more referring to as the original Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's in a different concept with almost clones. It's only a different way of a different boundary story, by having like, oh, you have to be the security guard like the same as usual, per usual. Like you have to be the security guard and you have to pretty much like keep an eye on the doors, keep an eye on the lights, and every single time whenever you hear a phone call. And oh yeah, the phone calls of Luigi, just to let you guys know that yeah, the Luigi is the phone call, and then Knuckles is the phone call in the second, and Silver is the third. But as in for recently, exactly as I hope you guys could have understand exactly a little bit more about Final Fantasy Sonics, which Final Fantasy Sonics is a little bit of a different, complex game. Exactly, more a little bit different as Final Fantasy Freddy's, but differently. So just wanted you guys to understand is that best to say is I might want to like show you guys some bit of drawing a little bit like the one drawing I've already made, which again, even if it was good or bad, then hey, I at least tried. Like, don't blame me just because I've already tried, for something that I've already tried doing something better out of it. So, as like I said before, as I hope you guys understand, and also if you guys want to celebrate my B-Day, well then go ahead and say happy B-Day in the comments because that would be nice. That would be wonderful, and that would be amazing, and that would be truly respectful, and that would be amazing, which I can say that at the highest bidder. So hopefully you guys can say so because that would be amazing and that would be awesome. So again, my name is Chung of the Devin-Vlogs, man. And if you want to see more new videos like this, then be sure to give this video a like and comment, subscribe to the bell, be notified. And also, yeah, like I said, by the way, everybody, just to let you all know, I have also decided, pretty much almost like for me, by saying this, I'm going to decide to, like, watch another sport that isn't pretty much football because, hey, we have to say that we have to wait for another long ass time, a little bit of NFL again. Which, seriously, again, I'm just telling you guys that if we have to keep on waiting and waiting until the next NFL happens, then I don't know what the hell it is. Because, like I said, sometimes we just might have to expect whatever we see again, so that's what we might have to see. And then, as in just to let you guys already know, is in high retrospect, by the way, is that I'm only thinking about, like, me watching college football, hockey, baseball, and then pretty much basketball or whatever. It only depends on how I change that. But like I said again, I'm not gonna like go, pretty much like a insane person. I'm not an insane person. I've always been trying to watch out for what I'm always able to do exactly. So yeah. And also, just to let you guys know, this B-Day is only about me exactly, pretty much talking about in this Devin vlog. Which, I mean, if you guys feel free to, like, enjoy my B-Day, which is already pretty bit late anyway, like, it's already been passed, so if any of you all want to say it, then you can say it now or whatever, but if you don't want to, that's fine by your own belief. That's only fine. So, without that being said, everybody, is that I am Chung of the Devin-Vlogs man speaking, and without most likely that being said here and now, is I'll pretty much see you in the next video, and without that, most likely that all being said here and now, is I'll see you guys in the next video, and we'll see you in the next time. Chung of the Devin-Vlogs man is signing out. Peace out, everybody, and one more time, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. If you want to see more new Devin-Vlog videos, then come on down and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day. Peace out.